First off, I want to ask you cats out there. You know the basketball season is right around the corner. We got a couple days away. I need to know this from all you so-called basketball aficionados. A lot of you guys say you know basketball. I'm going to put you to the test. I want to know, give me your top 5 point guards in the NBA. Your top 5. I want to know. It's a whole bunch of good point guards out there. There's a lot of people that won't make the list. But I want you to give me your top 5 point guards. I'm going to throw a couple of point guards out there for you guys to choose from. Put them in order you want. I just want to throw a couple of guys out there. We're going to start off number 1 with Tony Parker from the San Antonio Spurs. My opinion, Tony Parker has been the most efficient. He's been the most effective point guard. He's not flashy like a lot of guys who get overlooked. He get overlooked because he plays in San Antonio. And Tony Parker is never the guy that's always doing the flashy moves. Even though if you really pay attention to Tony Parker, he's a flat-out dog. Tony gets it done on both ends. Tony can get to the rack better than any point guard in the game, in my opinion. Tony Parker has a decent jump shot, but the one thing he doesn't do is stay in the highlight reels. So when I think about Tony Parker, I look at his whole stem of being in the playoffs, how effective he is in the playoffs, and how effective he is with leadership. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't look at the fact that Tony Parker, even when Tim Duncan's down and Manu's down, Tony Parker lifts that team up. The man got a couple of 50s under his belt. When I say 50s, 50-point games. Tony Parker has dogged every point guard in the game. He has a phenomenal record against them, you know what I mean? So I'm going to put Tony Parker down as one of the top point guards. I'm going to move over to Deron Williams. I don't know if it's Darren or Deron. He's a flat-out dog, like I said before when he made live videos. I think he's probably the strongest and one of the toughest guards in the game. He is a guy that's not selfish. I think one of his biggest flaws is that he's not selfish enough. There was some battles that was going on in Utah when if Deron Williams would have stepped up a little bit more and didn't make a couple of passes towards the end of the game and just put it on his back, they probably would have beat the Lakers in one of those series. Deron Williams has a perfect cast around him now. You got Joe Johnson, you got Brook Lopez, Andre Blatche, Gerald Wallace, and he has a nice bench with Marshawn Brooks, a couple of people. Deron Williams is a flat-out dog. Next, I want to move over to Steve Nash. A lot of people, Steve Nash is probably the best shooting guard, point guard in the game, from the field, from the three-point, and from the foul line. Playmaker, real savvy, real intelligent, flat-out dog all the way around. Man, been in the league for about 15 years, been doing this thing consistently. He's rarely ever hurt. He's starting to break down a little bit, but I think being with the Lakers, he's going to be a flat-out dog. Next, I'm going to move over to Rajon Rondo. He gets so much flack. Rondo can't shoot. Rondo can't do this. My opinion, all the way around, look at a pure point guard. Rondo is a pure point guard, flat out. The man defends. He don't take bad shots. Okay, he can't shoot well, but he don't take bad shots. That breaks even to me. When you think of a guy that can't shoot and still take bad shots, hey, that's fucked up. But I'm going to throw Rajon Rondo in there. He got great leadership skills defensively. He a man up for his size and defend anybody. Great playmaker. He finds the man when he's most vulnerable to score. His assists mean a whole lot. Rondo going to find you when you're right up under the bucket to score. So if I look at a pure point guard, I got to go with Rajon Rondo hands down. Next, I'm going to go with Chris Paul. The one thing I don't like about Chris Paul is that I think Chris Paul gets a lot of calls from the refs. I think Chris Paul, he has like this alley ball type, you know, street ball type mentality and skill set. But Chris Paul is so savvy. If you go back to his last year in New Orleans, what he did against LA by himself, he put on his back. Chris Paul, his value is like 30 or 40% of his team. You know what I mean? Because he can do so much. He can shoot the three when needed, go down low, post up a little bit, and he will stick deep. Great in the passing lanes. And he's going to find his man. So those 5 guys, I consider the top 5 guys in the game. You know, it's a lot of people got left out of that top 5.